Once you hear Hop start wigging out, start stressing and even running, that's when you know it's serious.
Bondi Central to backpackers. Hop, you need to go in the water now, mate. They're going backwards. The three of them are going backwards. Just go now. Over.
3 boys have been dragged 40 metres from shore in the notorious Backpackers Rib. They're unaware that they're heading out to sea.
Hey, come here, matey. Over here.
What?
Come here. You take it out here. You're right in the rib. Hop on. Lie that way. Pretty dangerous here, all right?
Head lifeguard Bruce Hopkins is in a tricky situation. He has 3 kids to get to shore, but there's not enough room for them all.
Bondi Central to South Roving. We've got boys in that south rib. Looks like Hoppo's got his hands full. We need the jet ski in there immediately to help Hoppo with the pickup.
Lay down. Hey, lay down, matey.
The boys aren't aware of the danger they were in, especially when getting rescued can be so much fun.
Come on, kids. Come on. Off you get. Yeah, a couple of young kids were floating around out there, and I don't know where they sort of came from. We dropped them back to shore, and they just seem to be wandering around on the shore, and no parents or anyone's come up at the moment.
Let's go find your parents, eh?
In front of third ramp. Mate, you're going to have to go.
Hoppo is on his own, but 4 men are in trouble. He must prioritise who to rescue first. The first man is standing. Hoppo passes another 2 as he sees the man furthest out is in the most trouble. He can touch the bottom, but is still panicking. As he disappears under the waves, Hoppo has only one way of getting him out before the next wave hits. Meanwhile, Bisho and Danny help the other 3.
I got him there.
As one man is swept off his feet, he's gripped with fear in the unfamiliar conditions.
You're right, stand up.
Bisho has some simple advice.
Put your feet down, just stand up.
He's too scared to listen. The men are from landlocked Nepal. It's Ashok's first visit to a surf beach.
I just lost control. I am the only son of my parents. If I was not here, they will... I don't know how they will feel.
Mate, how you feeling now, all right?
Hey? Thank you very much for saving my life.
Because when I got there, all I could see is your hair. You were under the water and your hair was spread along. I had to grab your hair. Do you remember, you feel that? You wouldn't have felt it, yeah? Because you were going under.
I don't know how to swim.
Thanks. You don't know how to swim? Very lucky.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no worries. That's
Thank you very much for saving my life.
No worries, mate. Good you're okay. He was gone. That's when I saw his hand. I pulled his hand.
It wasn't bad about that, but he was gone.
There was 3 trying to grab me on the way out. And I had to palm one bloke off his forehead to try and get him, because he was going to grab onto me.
You the hand, just give me a shot, yeah?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, beautiful. How about you go and do the rescue for me?
Yeah.
Hey? You might be up next.
Just let me know, and I'll go.
I like your dress.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's Christmas, yeah.
While there's fun on the sand, the situation is far more serious in the water. 5 women are caught in a rib.
Barnes, if you want to get back to third ramp for Hoppo.
The jet ski backs up Hoppo.
You come here.
The jet ski shuttles the women to shore.
Hang on. Okay, we're going to jump on the back of this one, okay, or 2. Here we go.
Having to jet ski, it's so handy.
After being used non-stop all day,
You cannot swim? swim? You can't swim? Yeah, very deep. Yeah, so the man helped us, so we alive.
Oh, we're very lucky.
Safety on Bondi is severely compromised, and there's no shortage of potential victims. Hoppo makes a drastic decision to evacuate the water at South Bondi.
I'm back on radio. Just going to try and clear these guys third round.
Copy, Hoppo.
Thousands are herded out of danger.
My God, no more swimming down this end of the beach. No, please.
It's the middle of the day, you got an outgoing tide, and I'd been monitoring this little girl on a bodyboard.
Yeah, Hop, you've probably got that chick in front of you there.
Yeah, attention all your swimmers in front. Need to come back to shore.
Hop's solid, he's been around a long time, and he's a bit of an iceman, you know, he very, very rarely boils over.
Might be in now. Yeah, Hop, you'll be in for sure, mate. She's freaking out.
So Hop gets out there to make the rescue, and as he does, the water starts to move a bit, and before you know it, we've just got a large volume of people in the water that can't swim. The rest of the beach is super dangerous, so to just hurry things along a bit, I just send Boo in.
It might be worth going for a paddle, Boo.
Yeah, I'll go for a paddle.
This wave get us. Hang on.
Of course, on the way out, Boo ends up grabbing a different new patient, and yeah, we just got the same problem on our hands still.
Just hang on.
Yeah.
Thought I was only going for the one person, and then it became two, and next thing you know, there's four.
Hoppo is single-handedly faced with a mass rescue, yet doesn't signal for backup.
By this time in the tower, I'm starting to get a bit stressed out. There's about 5 or 6 people caught in this rip.
As well as the 4 swimmers clinging to Hoppo's board, another 4 are looking for direction out of the rip.
Hoppo's got probably 8, maybe 9 patients, but I don't think he's concerned one bit about it. I've got the aircon on full blast because I'm overheating up there, and Hoppo's just out there lounging around, waiting for someone to paddle out a mojito or something to him.
Don't lose many.
His team watch on with growing concern.
Looks really bad right at this second.
Unsure why the boss is remaining so cool.
We're all sweet, there's no drama. We'll get there.
Yeah, Gons, can you go down and grab a board?
Finally, Hoppo reveals the secret behind his cool composure.
We were drifting quite easily to the sandbank, and I knew that I could get the whole 9 there without having any backup.
In here, guys, we'll drift over to the bank, okay? Don't go that way.
Hoppo, the master waterman, knows exactly where the rip will take everyone, as long as they stay calm.
Hang on.
Any other lifeguard probably would have waited for some assistance, but he knew he could handle the situation one out.
Right, we'll be upstairs soon. Okay, let's keep walking.
6 swimmers need nothing more than Hoppo's calm directions. The remaining 4 disembark with the boss.
I don't think I've ever seen a lifeguard have that many patients and not even paddle one stroke.
Right, there you go.
But he pulled it off with minimal effort, as he always does.
Today's been massive. We've had rescues all day, and probably one of the biggest crowds I've seen for many years. So, you know, I thought after that, Reedy and I'd come and have a beer.
But old habits die hard. Hoppo and Reedy are back on the job. A couple struggle 100 metres out. Hoppo and Reedy paddle out in near darkness. Reedy picks off 1 swimmer. Hoppo rescues 2 more. The couple had been given numerous warnings by lifeguards earlier that afternoon.
Like the sand just went down. And we just kept going like. You don't even have to like here.
We were like, we're gonna be the stubborn people that's gonna die, and we almost did. That was scary.
Listen to the lifeguards. Listen to the lifeguards.
Yeah, seriously, listen to the lifeguards.
I looked down and I saw
4 people just going.
It's probably lucky that Reedy and I said we'll go and have a beer, because if we weren't having a beer, we went home, there'd be no one there for them. They would have drowned for sure.
Hoppo and Reedy finally go home. As Jake unloads rescued swimmers on the jet ski, Hoppo races to a drowning woman further north.
There's 2 of them. Holy Just when we thought we couldn't get any worse, there's 2 more heads in the same rip and they weren't looking good either.
Oh my God.
Where did they even come from? So we've got 3 people now needing help. We've got 1 jet ski in the water and lifeguards scattered everywhere.
Oh, she went under. Oh my God. Go, mate.
From the tower, it's one of the scariest things as a lifeguard, because you're watching someone drown and it goes in slow motion the time the buggies get into that person, and you're literally sitting there helpless watching them sink.
Oh my God.
By the time Hoppo was radioed to go in and he was paddling out, I'd seen it from there. You just got to get there as quick as possible.
On the way out, a good Samaritan is helping one of the struggling men. He desperately calls for Hoppo to help his friend further out.
So when I got to the guy, it was choppy conditions. He was panicking, but his concern wasn't about himself. It was more about the other woman.
At the back of the rip, a young surfer and a volunteer lifesaver have saved the woman's life.
That kid just saved that chick's life.
Yeah, right.
Jake arrives for the pickup.
All right, Jake's there.
Hoppo collects the man.
We got her. Yeah, she's got her, get on.
She wasn't the best swimmer and she'd been sort of fighting that rib.
Hey, yeah.
She wasn't in a good way. She was a bit distressed when I got to her.
Jump on the mat. Yeah.
Even once all the resources arrive and you think the scenario is over, someone who's been fighting a rip for a minute that can't really swim, they've completely fatigued, and there could be a rescue board right in front of them and they just can't grab it. So all of a sudden the rescue's not over.
Hold on.
So that's it. Holy shit. Got it as.
Yeah, jump off.
You can even hear the panic on Hop's face. Yep, I'm in.
I've never heard hot panic. I've never heard hot panic. That was one of the first times I've heard Hoppo just wing it. Yeah, boys, I'm in. Once you hear Hop start wigging out, start stressing and even running, that's when you know it's serious.
Hoppo is not done yet.
Yeah, Hoppo's going back out there now, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's got another one.
I paddle out to another guy, and he doesn't want to be rescued.
Mate, get out of here. I'm gonna rip that.
Fair play for him to give it a go, but I knew he was going nowhere.
Sometimes people's pride overwhelm them and they don't want to jump on.
You're getting in here, mate.
So now we've got a situation where Hoppo's sitting there watching this fella just swim like an absolute clown against the strongest rip on the beach.
Finally, the swimmer accepts the expert's advice.
So I finally get him on the board, paddling back to shore.
Get over there, mate. Walk that way.
And then what's he do? Walk straight back in the rip again.
Well, you don't walk back in the rip. Don't listen, mate. That way.
So anyway, this here's another Christmas day at Bondi.